Yeah. Hit it.
Alright. Oh.
No, I was just making sure that the voices were...
Okay. The voices were voicing. Okay. Well, welcome back to Kavran D&D, everyone. There's not much to recap from last time, although rather a lot did happen. It's a bit of a shorter recap this time. Last time, you guys survived by the skin of your teeth. Aided by some dwarven reinforcements teleported in by Catherine Moulton, Thamia Glace was able to make off with 5 of the councillors: Lucinda, Genevieve Bloston, Alpheus, Lucas Blackmire, and of course, Lord Leocas, Stix's father and fellow conspirator. When the battle swung against them, Balsam and the soldiers began to try to kill the remaining councillors. Fortunately, there was only one casualty, Balgin Brightbeard.
Poor Balgin.
And together with Dragons, Celeste, and Dragonborn Councillor Keltgar, they were able to force the retreat from the remaining guards. Tossi and Balsam were both destroyed and revealed to be simulacra, facsimile with similar powers to their originals. The party was able to help 7 councillors escape: Scaldi, Bartolomeo, Ashika, Azagrat, Waywocket, Rosemary, and Genevieve. But due to Stix being downed and losing concentration, the portal closed around them, and now they are out in the wilds, alone.
Only like 500 feet away. I could teleport to them.
Well,
Do you know where they are?
Like,
what
yeah.
direction?
I choose 2 points I could see when I was up in the tree. And therefore, I know they're sort of in that direction.
you know roughly the
They're
direction
south.
they're in.
500 feet south. Assuming some wolves haven't got to them or some shit.
Well, as the battle dies down and the portal fades away, the last of the soldiers escaping to who knows where, we rejoin you all in this moment of respite.
Alright. We need to go get some councillors, baby. So yeah, I think Stix is just gonna wander off and go and find those. Stix is very, very, very angry, as you can all probably tell by his very huffed demeanour. Not in a good mood.
Stix starts to move. Celeste comes in. Lady, I'm going to just delete some of these tokens so we got a bit more clarity as to who's actually here and alive. All of those. So, as you all reconvene, Stix, you start to make your way. Lord Celtigar kind of grabs you in the arm and says, "One moment. First, I need to thank you all for your timely intervention. Things would have gone far worse for us all if you had not appeared when you did. And you too, Lady Catherine, you have been a great help, but we must decide on a plan before you go charging off again."
Well, I feel like the first plan is to get to where everyone is. And then I have plant transport or whatever, so everyone can go to a very specific safe place.
Oh yeah, I've got tree stride. Oh, that only works for me though. Never
It
mind.
won't work
Yeah.
for anyone.
Yeah.
So we'll just need to pick a diplomatic place of civil ground.
I think Stix just kind of looks at him and goes, "Oh, so now you want to make a plan? Okay, great. Well, follow me." And storms off in a huff towards the people.
Lady Catherine kind of tries. Well, one moment. I need to get these soldiers home. Formulate. I need to let the king know what's happened, and we can formulate a response. Then I can return in a short while with people in force. We still don't know who else is out there. Were their forces solely concentrated here, or are they elsewhere?
Are you asking us?
Yes, Lady Catherine is asking you. She doesn't know what the wider situation is.
Oh,
We ain't got no clue.
yeah.
That seems like something that, I don't know, people would want to research before randomly coming out into the middle of fuck all nowhere and deciding to have a meeting with none of their guards, no protection, no plan, no unified decision, no nothing, and just gonna meet the big bad guy and hope that everything kind of goes their way.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
but no, you had
dumb.
one council member. You had one council member with their personal guard defending you. Oh, no, yes, no, that's fine. That wasn't going to go wrong at all.
Definitely
We literally predicted everything. We are not councillors. We're not councillors. We are regular people, right? Albeit powerful people who've been on many adventures. But we are regular people, and we predicted what was going to happen, like, literally as soon as we got here. That's why we created all sorts of chaos and why we figured shit out. You guys had ages to plan this. You guys have so many resources amongst all of you. All of you.
We're preaching to three people in the council and one person who just came to help.
Yeah,
This poor dwarf is just like,
Yeah, this Celeste slams like a draconic claw on the ground in front of you and lowers her head over you. Listen here, youngling. We do not have the privilege of distrust like you do. We are beholden to the people, and in case you haven't noticed, we are losing this war.
yeah, you are.
3 cities have been destroyed. That kind of effect cannot be taken lightly.
I have a lot of questions, but I feel like they're for the whole council, not for this small group.
Yeah, I think Stiggs are just gonna turn around and wander off to find the other group.
Let's go, kiddos.
Let's go.
Yeah, I definitely think we need to get out of here ASAP.
Yeah,
If they do have more forces, then they know where we are.
yeah, I might be back. So let's go.
Okay.
On march.
Let's go.
Lady Catherine begins
I
to
will
move
go up to
over-
Lady Catherine and say thanks.
That's okay.
Yeah, we were super dead if you hadn't turned up.
Yeah. So thank you very, very much for that.
Well, that's all right. You know, we we had some suspicions about this that turned out to be true. I'm sure we're not the only ones who are aware of what's happened, but we're the only ones who did anything about it. You can be sure that there were other eyes on this meeting, those that were unseen, but the lack of response is, I won't say concerning, but perhaps telling in time. Anyway, I need to get these fellas home. They can be properly buried. I can return here, or I can return if you know somewhere else in time to facilitate a plan. The problem, as far as we see it, is other than his lordship, we don't know who else is on their side. We
Well-
don't know who we can trust.
We can ask these lovely people here because they were. So, which ones were on whose side? Actually, I was there. I was a bug.
Hmm.
Who was on
Yeah.
whose side? Let me make a note.
Well, there was no firm line, and even Lord Keltgard chimed in. Sorry, he says, "Well, it was very much undecided. It's large,
Yeah,
several-
but people would have had votes. Like, someone would have said, I'm very against this, and others would have said, maybe let's hear him out. You know, that, you know?
Yes, well, it was yes, well, there was merits to hearing him out. I was for a negotiation, but we were not willing to concede wholeheartedly. Lord Leocas was certainly pushing for an agreement of surrender.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So, oh, God. Leocas. He is elf?
Yes.
My pappy.
Okay. What was the one who was like, I was neutral or whatever?
Well, several people chose to not really take sides.
Who's talking right now?
Lord Keltga.
Thank you. Keltag. What's he?
He's the Green Dragonborn.
Oh, yeah. Dragon. And then, okay, so Genevieve was against, correct?
Yes.
Then, what about the blue dragon?
Yes, I was against
Her name
surrendering to that undead abomination.
is Celeste,
Yes.
correct? Celeste. Oh my god, stop Celeste. Okay. What about Blackmire? Blackmire?
Yes. Lord Lucas Blackmire.
Yes. Was he against?
He seemed calm.
He was negotiation or against?
He was open to negotiation, it seemed. He was trusting.
Silly boy.
But people contain multitudes. There's a difference between being open to negotiation and willing to straight up surrender, as was the demand.
I feel like those who were willing to negotiate are probably not feeling that way after he tried to kidnap and or kill all of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, can you give me a rundown? Who was on whose side?
Oh God. Okay.
I just understand.
Well. All right. So running through the dwarves. I can do this. I'm not going to do this in character because it's just easier not to. So Balgin he was in favour of a course of action that would.
Would you like to just say against negotiation and woo?
Sorry.
Woo Balsa. Woo.
That seems a little bit cut and dry for everyone.
we're just making it. If they're not okay,
So, I mean, you can filter it how you like, but I'll run through it. So, Balgin he was in favour of a course of action that helped the most of the common folk, and so he was in favour of any sort of negotiation that would reach a kind of ceasefire, because the poor were the ones who suffer the most
okay.
from the sporadic attacks.
He's a dwarf.
He is a dwarf.
Yeah.
Lucinda, she didn't seem to care. She was very much she was in the camp of whatever happens.
Lucinda is a dwarf.
Yes, I'll run through these in order.
Yeah.
A great outlet for a council person. Whatever happens, you know. Go with the flow.
Well, you know from a little bit about her, she is very much one to just try and position herself to take whatever benefits her. You know about the Dragonborn. You know Lord Leocas. Lady Genevieve Bloston was of the opinion that something needed to be done because 2 elven cities had been destroyed. So the elves were already struggling on the back foot. Genevieve, you've got Lord Lucas there already. Elphias was more keen on continuing to fight, to resist. He did not think this was a...
No?
Yes. Waywocket was not vocal, just seemed to listen. Rosemary Oaks is halfling. She seemed torn, essentially. She'd give points both for and against. She had kind of a balanced view of things. Chip is mute, so he doesn't say anything. He communicates through Rosemary with sign language.
Okay, but did he seem to be happy with what she was saying or mad?
He seems generally to be siding sort of against Balsam.
Against Balsam?
Yeah.
What was his name, sir?
Chip Greengrass.
Green.
He's actually the one that's left.
That's then?
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Then you've got Bartolomeo, who is a very old orc, and he generally he was just trying to avoid confrontation between people.
Okay. What was his name, sorry?
Bartolomeo.
Okay. Bartolomeo. Bottle of mayo?
No, he is not bottle of mayo. Do not turn all my NPCs into condiments.
You could tell when JoJo was making this person's name, he was like, you know what I could really use on some of these chips? Oh, that makes a good name.
Chips and bottle of mayo. It's okay. It's almost over.
With a bit of balsam.
A dozen enemies turn up. And they can all cast meteor swarm.
You know what?
Nice
Bring it up.
suddenly.
I take half damage from spells.
So Scaldi, she didn't seem to have many sort of like outgoing opinions, and when she did voice them, when people challenged it, she turned quite confrontational.
What were her opinions that turned confrontational?
She was generally against, while the orcs haven't been the worst threatened.
What's her name? Sorry.
Scaldi.
Scaldi. Oh, not scolding. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Almost there.
Indeed. Azagrat.
Mm-hmm.
He was all for reaching some sort of peace.
Mm-hmm.
However, he was very sort of adamant that any, the request from Balsam was surrender and provide with soldiers, and he would, leave on his campaign and periodically come back for new forces. Is the agreement he proposed. Azagrat was very much of the opinion that the Tieflings had already suffered enough, so yes, make peace, but don't ask them to give any more people.
Mm-hmm. And then our last
one, Ashika, she was not really interested in the negotiation, similar to Lucinda. She just
what's her name?
Ashika. She seemed more interested in, you got the sense that she was more interested in the drama and just enjoying the drama than.
She seems like a lovely cat.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Who
because
fucking picks these people?
yeah, nice people don't get into politics.
What are you saying about Genevieve?
Okay, most people in politics. No, most people don't get into politics if they're nice.
I'm going to be honest. I did have a brief thought this week that, what if suddenly Genevieve turned on us? I did think, what would we have done if the reason Genevieve invited us was so that we could be captured or some shit? That would have been the most heartbreaking betrayal.
I don't
Don't
think
give
I would have been able to
this.
stay with you, quite honestly, because that would have hurt to my core.
That 100% feels like a threat.
Yeah, there are things I can't do.
Don't get any ideas, JJ.
There are lines that can't be crossed.
I agree.
And our dear friend Genevieve is one of them. Okay, that's cool. Right, should we go and find the people? Is that what we were doing before I asked for
Yeah.
a rundown?
Yes.
It's important. I need to know who I hate.
That's absolutely fine, and they are, there's information they're willing to share, and it's not just Celtic. There's insights from.
I was there looking at them.
You
as
were
well.
there, so you've got your own insights. Celeste's got her insights. Things like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they've kind of all got opinions on sort of where people are leaning, while you have this sort of debate trying to work out who you can trust.
So there's only one hard woo Balsam.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Also, really quick, really sorry. Could you tell me who has been taken?
Who has been taken? Yes. So
Let me just highlight the ones that have been taken. How the fuck do I highlight?
where is my list? Because I put in the recap, so I need of it. Okay, so the ones who have been captured are Lucinda.
Lucinda. Fuck's sake.
Genevine Bloston.
Oh, that's how I do it.
Ginavan.
Mm. Put them in bold. Bloston. Oh no, she was a goodie. Format. Bold. Okay.
Elfires.
Oh, yeah. Format. Bold. Yeah.
Lucas Blackmire.
Is that it?
And Stix's father, Lord Leokas.
Well, he wasn't really taken. He was just
He wasn't
He
taken,
probably
he
was.
went willingly.
Who died?
Who died? Balgan died.
Okay. Oh well, bye.
Uh.
Strike through. You did. This.
Okay.
I'm out. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Okay. Well, throw it to you after this discussion has been had. Is Stix going to stick around for this, or was he determined to carry on?
Oh no, Stix is fucked off. He's
Okay.
he is like I'm kind of imagining, you guys have seen Stix annoyed, you've seen him angry. He's fucked off. He's gone very quiet, and he's gone to find the people, the wonderful people of Kavran.
Okay. What are you doing to look for them?
Well, I'm going to walk 500 feet to the point where I previously found them, and in that time, sorry, not previously found them, previously transported them, and in that time, I'm going to do oh wait, actually, I think I know that there's not any more people around here because I communed with nature before this whole thing and asked if there was any other large forces around here, and nature said no.
Nature said.
But no, I'm gonna.
You also know that on the journey over here, there were scouts and various things who split off from the main group to survey the surrounding area.
That's true. Well, on the way over,
patrol, keep people away, that sort of thing.
Summoning Elvis over the sort of 500 feet walk. I'm gonna summon Elvis.
Okay.
And get my buddy.
Okay, you summon Elvis.
Yay! And when I eventually have Elvis, I'll be doing while I'm walking. And by the time, because it takes 10 minutes, so by the time I get to where I'm going and get to the point at which I did the teleport spell, I finally got Elvis. Do I see any council people?
Well, you've got to find that area because you've got to effectively, walk through this sort of smattering of woods and trees to try and locate where that is 500 feet away. So you've got to search the area for it. Summoning Elvis is a spell that requires a concentration. So if you're going to continue to do that on the journey, then any check you make to look for that area is going to be at disadvantage.
That is fine. Can I make a survival check as I sort of go? I'm summoning Elvis. I'm occasionally looking around, seeing for any tracks, any tree sprigs that have mysteriously snapped, any signs of people in a hurry. It was somewhat not a large group of people, but not a small group of people either. So could I make a survival check?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can.
At disadvantage, that is a 17.
17. Yeah, there are lots of tracks, actually. Once you start looking around, you kind of walk for a bit, continue start this summoning spell, sort of slow down your pace. You have to kind of pause at one point to fully concentrate and complete it. And once you've got Elvis trotting along beside you, you kind of reach a point where you guess maybe this is about 500 feet away. And you start to fan out and search back and forth across the area.
Once I have Elvis, I fly.
Okay.
I get up in the air and I fly around and take a look from the air. Hence the summoning of Elvis.
Okay. Well, from the air, it's hard to make out. Obviously, there's no portal, there's no landmark anymore. You can't see any. There's no like the portal was here or anything like that. It's very hard to determine where.
No,
the
yeah, but
portal
obviously
is.
when I was in the tree, obviously I have to pick a point. And so my thinking is that from the air, I can better, because that tree was quite high up, I can better sort of remember, oh, okay, so that point was it, I sort of picked about over there. And then when I sort of see this area, I can sort of start flying around in wider circles to try and identify maybe where they might have gone, where they might be, um, where they could have disappeared off to. Obviously, that fight took like a couple of minutes, maybe 30 seconds, so maybe like a minute. But obviously, people can run quite a bit in that time.
Yeah. So, and then we're gonna do like this. So you're in the air. You think you're roughly in the right vicinity. You haven't found the exact spot where they've gone from. So you're not following any tracks or anything like that. You're just going off instinct at this point. Pick a compass direction, basically, from your starting position. North would be back towards your companions.
Yeah, I was going to say, I put the portal south, so I'm going to pick south.
You're going to continue to head straight south.
Yes, I'm going to assume that obviously I made a portal for these people to get away. They might have gone through the portal and continued to run.
Okay. You begin to head south, which will pick up with what Stix sees in a moment. Klari, would you stay and go through these councillors with Arwen, or would you have stuck with Stix and be with him at this point?
I think Clary seeing Stix wandering off on his own would probably follow him.
Okay.
Just a little worried that if he finds the councillors on his own, he's gonna like berate them.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're on the back of Elvis as well.
Okay.
If there's any, I mean, you don't have to be. I'm just
asking. No, yeah, that.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Arwen, you finish with the councillors. Lady Cathra has gathered up the bodies of the four dwarves, and she has disappeared. She's like laying them all out, and she's teleported with them.
Mm-hmm.
So they have all disappeared now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Before she goes, she does ask, "Are you meeting back here or somewhere else?"
We'll probably go somewhere else.
Okay.
So I will. So don't come back here. But I'll ask someone to send you a message to let you know where we are.
Okay. Before she's like, "All right, just make sure it's someone you can trust." And
yes.
She teleports away. Okay, which leaves you, Chip, Celeste, and Lord Caldegar.
And the other person.
Which other person?
Oh.
Yeah, that's Chip.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Chip. So.
Yes. What are you doing?
We're going to go and find the council people.
Okay. So you're heading in the same direction, south. Okay.
I have my survivor thing. That I know there's not much tracking, but once we get sort of south, if there has been any disturbance in the leaves or the grass or whatever, I will be able to.
It's just like your favorite terrain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what does your survival allow you to do specifically?
Even when you are engaged in another activity while traveling, such as blah, 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 you remain alert to danger. If you are traveling alone, you can move stealthy with normal pace. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact. Wait, no, this isn't the one I'm looking for. Sorry. No, there's another one.
Well, while you search for that, we will
Sorry.
just jump. No, that's fine. We'll just jump back to Stix. Stix and Klari, from the air, heading south, you quickly spot two figures on the road. Well, sort of making their way through, sticking to pathways and tracks. You spot two figures. They're on foot. That's about what you can make out.
Do I recognize them as council people?
You make a perception check.
Yes. Hey, Clary, are those council people?
Do you want Clary to do it?
We could both do a check. Maybe I'll beat you.
Maybe.
I don't think I physically can. But...
Clary can't roll lower than 24.
And I... no, so I got 16.
Damn,
But you got a 29. Fucking hell.
Does Clary recognise them as council people?
You don't. No, they don't. First glance, they don't look like council people.
That's concerning.
Fuck! That is slightly concerning. Okay. What do they look like?
So from this distance, you can see one of them looks to be a tiefling. You can just see, make out that they have some horns, and another one might be an elf. You're guessing they are, sort of a human, sort of a human elf. They're, one of the taller races. They're not, dwarf, a gnome, or a halfling. And you think maybe you can see sort of pointed ears from this distance. They've both got, they've both got their backs to you. They've both got dark hair. And you can see this, and unless you want to, fly down and talk to them or get up close to them, that's about what you can see from the air. It's up to you if you want to spend time talking to them or.
I'm gonna. Do they look to have any weapons on them? Anything like, anything somewhat malicious?
No, they are not like openly armed individuals. You can't see any signs of like obvious armor or shields or big swords or staves or anything like that.
Okie dokie. In which case, I will fly myself on down, and I will say, "You lot, you seen a bunch of people around here?"
They kind of look at you and kind of startled, and now up close you can see one of them looks to be an older tiefling. You can see the sort of lines on his face. His beard and hair is, grey in places, and you can see that. I mean, it's hard to tell, but in human terms, she would look sort of middle-aged, but there's a matronly sort of, standing, tall and straight-backed, but matronly looking elf again with dark black hair. Very long sort of dark black hair tied back in elaborate braids, and things. She's the man is less well dressed. She is more well dressed, but the two of them are just walking along together. You stop as they see you. The man sort of steps very slightly in front. You can see he doesn't look like the sort of age of a man that would need a cane to walk, but he does seem to have a walking stick. Maybe it's more, like you see people on hikes, they have like a stick to walk with. But he doesn't seem sort of like hunched and bowed with age.
Okay. Yeah. Have you guys seen any other people around here? Had any disturbances?
And the old man kind of looks at us. No, we haven't seen anyone. We've been on the road for a little while, but it's been quite peaceful. Have you seen the blue jay? And he kind of gestures with his stick towards one of the trees.
Divine sense.
Divine sense?
Yep.
Yeah. No undead, celestials, fiends, fae.
Hmm. Alrighty. You're useless to me. And I fly off. I keep looking around, I suppose.
Okay.
These aren't the council people. They haven't seen the council people. We move on. Oh, actually, can I make an insight check? As I divine sense them and I'm giving them a stink eye.
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
6. Shit. You're useless to me. I fly off. Unless you would like to make one.
Yeah, they seem genuine. They seem like startled by your appearance.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I roll insight as well?
Yeah.
On the back of Elvis.
Lost it. 24.
Ooh, good boy.
Yeah, I mean, you've not exchanged a lot with them, but I mean, mainly Stix is just asking, have you seen anyone else? And they've just said no, they haven't seen anyone else. They certainly seem startled and nervous by your appearance. Could that just be because you're two heavily armed individuals who suddenly flew down out of the sky on a massive fey elk? Or could that be for something else?
Okay.
Okay.
You're useless to me. I fly off.
Okay. Well, while Stix returns, to the sort of portal site to travel in a different direction.
Stix.
Arwen, did you discover what your feature was?
No, I think I've accidentally deleted it, but I've got a cheat sheet instead.
Okay.
I would like to cast locate creature on Genevieve. Thank you.
You would like to cast locate creature on
Genevieve.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is the range of locate
1,000
creature?
feet.
1,000 feet.
She can't have got further than 1,000 feet.
So, how long were you talking? It probably took you a good 10 or 15 minutes.
I mean, we can walk and talk.
To have a bit of a run through, yeah, to just go through everything with all the council.
She's not getting further.
But by the time you've done all that and you cast...
And Hugo can fly. And he's big. So I'm on him.
Okay.
So he can go quicker.
Okay.
So she's not getting away from me.
Okay, you cast that.
Yes, please.
And you, from Hugo's position in the air, you get a sense, you get a direction, you get that sort of ethereal golden thread that begins to lead you in a direction.
Thank you.
To the... What direction do they go? To the southeast.
Ah. That's where I would have gone anyway. That's the way the portal was.
Okay. Well, you're traveling southeast when all of a sudden, and Stix, you'd hear this in the proximity as well, you hear some sort of explosion. When you see you think it looks probably like a fireball or something like that, or certainly similar to it, goes off in the near distance. There is a huge like detonation heard very far around, and that locate creature spell suddenly fails.
She dead? Have you just killed her? Just killed her.
Oh.
Have you actually? Well, I know where I'm going, so I go quicker.
Okay.
I tell Hugo to double dash, because he
Hugo-
can double
Stix
dash.
is also double dashing.
Yeah,
Very quick.
you all double dash in that direction, and as you get there, you both come sort of swooping in around similar times. When you and Hugo arrive first, and on the ground there is a large circle, maybe 20 feet in diameter, that has scorched earth. Edges of branches and things are sort of singed and smoking. And you can see that there are 6 charred bodies lying around. 3 of them are horses, you can tell. 3 of them you are unsure at first glance.
What race do we look
horses in
at?
front of
Yeah.
me and thought that was better than human beings. Arwen is upset with you.
In terms of well, actually, can we tell like what made this spell when we arrive? Like, is there someone casting spells, flinging shit from somewhere?
Doesn't look like it. You can make an investigation check if you like.
Oh, go on. Go on in. With guidance, because I forgot to do guidance last time. Plus 1d4. It's a 22.
Okay, so with a 22, you can easily identify what seemed to be the epicenter of this explosion. You can also quickly identify that the 3 bodies on the ground and their horses were blasted away from this epicenter. Going over them quickly, you can see that they were all lightly armored individuals.
Were they baddies?
A lot of their sort of distinguishing features have been kind of melted, but you can tell that they were armed and armored individuals. They have, sort of sword belts and things like that on them. You imagine that these were scouts of some description.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
How can I get whatever this thing was that one-shots things? Heavily armored people. I would like.
Not heavily armored people.
You said heavily?
I said lightly armored people.
Okay.
Lightly armored scouts on horses.
Stop bringing up the horses.
Oh, chill out. They're only horses. They're fake imaginary horses.
They
They have no feelings.
I do, though.
Just like the one Stix dropped in that hole. It had no feelings.
Oh, that one definitely had feelings.
That one didn't have feelings. It came from a cloak.
That one was. Poor thing.
It was a construct. It was.
Oh.
It had stored in a cloak. Its whole. It didn't exist. It wasn't real. That's what Stix believes.
Do I have detect magic? Oh, I have to spell magic. Fuck. Who has detect magic?
You do.
Do I?
I have detect
Oh, shit,
magic.
I do. Oh. I've had detect magic this whole time, and I thought it was a higher spell.
No, it's a level 1 spell.
Oh my god, I'm detecting the magic.
Okay. There's no magic about.
Oh, does it not like detect the residue?
I mean, maybe there's like a faint sort of like fading residue from the ground, but
Of what? Of what spell? Like what type? Is it a I feel Arwen's feeling is there's been, you know how people have smoke bombs and they go kapah and then they
Yes.
disappear?
Mm-hmm.
Arwen thinks that's happened, but it made an explosion.
I think it could have been some kind of like mine. Maybe people are sort of hidden around here somewhere, and these guys activated some mine or some trap or something.
Well, Genevieve was here, and now she's not. So I think she went, "Pah!" Or someone who was with her went, "Pah!"
It's a mixture of evocation and conjuration.
Evocation and conjuration would be the explosion. Yes?
No, evocation would be the explosion.
Evocation.
Conjuration would be like, yeah, like someone created like a mine or a trap or something, and that trap had within it evocation magic. Is probably something that Klari would say with very good arcana. Stix, however, does not have very good arcana.
Oh no, it's congregation. Jesus Christ.
Congregation.
It's with a J.
Oh. How exciting. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so it can be. Okay, so it's not like. I'm not looking at all the spells, don't worry. I'm just trying to work out what kind of spells. Finding things. Making bloops. Ah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think there was some sort of movement. But she completely went, so she's further than 1,000 feet. I think she's gone. Whoever was with her has like a a misty door port.
Oh, that's yeah. No, I think yeah. I forgot portals are also conjuration, so maybe you're right. Maybe they blew someone up and then decided to GTFO.
Yeah. Did the explosion happen, or did the gold thread disappear first?
As far as you could tell, near simultaneous.
Okay.
So the explosion happened, and by the time that flickered and faded, you realised you'd lost the golden thread.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm convinced it was a puff of smoke, but it's actually a big ball of explosion, and they disappeared in some way.
Yeah. Does anyone have any abilities to like contact Genevieve?
No.
Do we have kind of messaging service?
He's
No.
off.
Fuck.
I
Okay.
can't get message. Unless I. Is that my? Oh, sending.
Sending is the long distance version.
Oh man, you should have got sending in your third level
Blood
spells.
cleric wizard.
Yeah, I know I couldn't. Yeah, my only one is animal messenger, but that's crap. Unless she's only around the corner, which she's not, because I'd still have the 1,000 feet thing, wouldn't I?
Exactly.
Yeah, because even if it goes away, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Good going. Okay.
Okay.
We've lost them.
That's
And that was
right.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, I don't really know what to do now.
Well, how many people can you step or dimension? What's the most amount of people you can?
I can't do anything right now. I've used up all.
No. But if you could, I'm just trying to work out how many people might.
Oh
have been with
right.
her.
I mean, theoretically, you could teleport up to like 10 people.
Oh shit. Okay, that's like everyone.
Yeah, that would pretty much be everybody. Or you could Dimension Door 2. You could Arcane Gate as many people as you want, so long as you could keep the portal open. You could
I
plane
feel like it's not a
shift
gate.
a bunch of people. You could plane shift like up to 10 people or some shit.
Okay.
I
Should we
might
have
actually.
a once over of like a couple? Because we've only looked at 2 places. We've only looked south and southeast. So should we have a quick look on the other ways?
Yes.
And then if there's no one here, we'll just go. Rosenzen? Oh no, we could go to.
We
Where's
need
the
like
the
a
capital's
sending
like
scroll.
Themyscira, is it?
Of the elves.
Of
It's
everyone.
Themyscira, yes.
I mean, at the moment, aren't they hosting like the?
The elves are hosting the council, but
Yeah.
they're not hosting them in Themyscira.
Where are they hosting them?
Yelion.
Shit. Thank you. Okay, we'll go. After all of this, I suggest we go to Yelion because that's where everyone currently lives.
Yes. And when there, we can find some kind of magic shop, try and get some kind of sending scroll like we did before, and try and use that to message Genevieve and others and
Well,
find out
hopefully
what
she'll be.
the fuck they
They'll
are.
have gone to Yelion, but if not, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, let's look around the area. Just a little bit more. Maybe we can glean something else.
Like to save time in world, if you go either north or south, like you go one clockwise and I go anti-clockwise, and then we'll meet north.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just to cover more
Cover more ground. Yeah,
ground
no,
in less time.
yes, I concur.
Okay. Who's going clockwise? Who's going anti-clockwise? Then
I'm going anti-clockwise.
I'll go clockwise.
okay.
Yeah, because you've been south already, so.
Okay.
Sorry. Just confused everybody.
No, that's fine. So Arwen, you swing south. Make a perception check for me.
This is my favorite terrain. So,
Let's go.
well, he's hovering.
I'm just
You
teasing. Yeah, go on. Do that domestic abuse.
No. 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 No, wait, hold on. What is it? Is it advantage or add? My proficiency bonus is doubled. Okay. Perception now?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
See what you can see.
What do your half-elf eyes
I can
see?
see.
Ooh, 22.
28.
28.
So I'm going to bring you all over to the map of the world. Well, that's not good. Where's my world map? Oh, there it is. That was interesting. It didn't have the map for a second. So
Ta-da.
you guys are actually like right here. So you're approaching the border of the forest. So there's, a smatter, the border of the desert. So there's a smattering of like sort of trees and things around, pathways and things. Not really many like major roads in this area, but approaching the border of the desert. Oh, and with a 28, you spot 2 figures as you're swinging around to the south, continuing to head south in the direction of the desert.
I see two figures.
You see two figures.
Oh,
Yes.
are they the tiefling man and the elf woman?
They, yeah, I mean, they look like those people.
The same people. Okay.
Yeah, I would have told Arwen of
Okay.
those, like when we were like meeting up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll carry on.
Okay, you're just leaving them and carrying on. So you will get to southwest next.
Yeah.
And Stix will get to east. So, Klari, are you staying with Stix?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Klari and Stix, you spot as you swing round to the east, two riders trekking in the direction you are coming from. Sort of heading basically towards you. You spot two riders on horseback heading in that direction. They seem to be moving at a pace as if they're moving with purpose.
Are they armed? Are they humans / humanoid? Are they friend or foe? Do I recognize them as the troops from What's her Face's army that I sort of
You
recognized
would
before?
recognize them as the Outriders, the scouts from the group that escorted the council to the meeting place.
Good daddies.
And there's two of them.
There's two of them on horseback.
Yeah, so I fly sort of around, sort of above them, and hold on one second. Yeah, I sort of like I fly above them, and oh fuck, I am like really hurt right now. I haven't even looked at my health today. Holy fuck.
You ran
Well,
away before we could heal.
I
You didn't
did.
even get
Would
up.
you allow me to say that I popped an aura of vitality to heal myself? Obviously, Stix realizing that he's been fucked up.
You can pop an aura of vitality now, but I think the sort of emotional state you've described Stix in so far would kind of lead him to potentially forget how messed up he is with his sort of determination.
You know what? That's fair enough. In which case, I will ask Klari. I'll say, Klari, two bad guys here. I kind of want to fuck them up, but how are you looking? Because I don't want to lead us to die.
We know that, okay?
Yes. They are baddie scouts.
Very.
Are these like the elite dudes that we fought like on the ground, or are these like
No, they are certainly
front?
different. They are not the elite troops. They are not heavily armored. They are wearing light armor, so they would either be like the archers, or they would be some sort of light outrider, like scout, things like that. You can see as they get closer, you can see bows, you can see swords on hips. They are a mixed bag, but yeah, they are not heavily armed cavalry. They are scouts designed for moving light and swift. To you imagine this explosion that went off has pulled them in that direction.
Cool. I drop a level 5 ice storm on them.
Okay, roll me a damage for level 5 ice storm.
So you gotta do ice storm, and you gotta do, because level 5 is the only level I can do it. So that is 8 bludgeoning damage, 14 cold damage, and an additional 8 cold damage. I think. I think the level only does cold, or it does bludgeoning. I'm not quite sure. Higher level, when you cast a spell at a higher level, bludgeoning damage increases by 1d8 for each slot. But okay, so the bludgeoning damage. So it's 16 bludgeoning damage and 14 cold damage. That's about 30 damage. Pretty good.
Get damaged, bro.
Let me just check how much health a horse has.
Oh my god, not the horses again.
Why does it not have horse in here?
What, in the monster manual?
Yeah. All the players'
Yeah, it's got,
handbook. Warhorse, there we go.
yeah, it's got a
It's under
horse. I think
W.
it's called like war horse or riding horse.
Yeah, it's under W for like Warhorse, which has 19 AP. So, yeah, these guys go tumbling as their horses die. Let's make a dexterity saving throw for each of them as they tumble off their horse. That's a 3. And that's a 5. So they both fall. They're going to take some. Roll me 2d6, please, Stix.
2d6.
So they take an additional 8 damage, and they both die of horrible riding accidents. So
Oh,
there's above them 6, you like cast this spell, and just this ice. There's whinnies, there's screams of pain, horses tumbling over riders, there's a lot of blood and broken bones, and then there's silence.
Moving on. Yeah. Oops. Moving on.
Okay. Owen, you continue to head now in a more westerly direction, and as you begin to swing around, you see a similar thing. You spot 2 riders heading rapidly in the opposite direction.
Question.
Yes.
Every turn,
Mm.
Hugo rolls to get his acid breath back.
Yes.
At this point,
Yes.
can he just have it back?
Yes.
Perfect. Let her rip, my boy.
Okay, so you order Hugo to swoop down and breathe acid on them.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, roll me some damage. They do spot you incoming, which means they're not going to have disadvantage on their saving throws.
Why is that? Oh,
But they are both going to fail their saving throws anyway.
37.
37. Yeah, so a very similar thing happens. Except instead of sort of lots of broken bones, there's just lots of sloughing off of skin and flesh. And
Nice.
yeah, the horse's whinnies are briefer, probably, because there's less falling pain and more instant melting of flesh and eyeballs.
Oof.
As you immediately eviscerate
Yay,
2 scouts
murder.
and everything they carry.
Oh, God. Oh, no. They probably had things that we needed. Oh, well. Moving on. Next point in the compass, please.
Okay, make another perception check for me.
Am I in the desert or am I on
No,
the
you're
outskirts?
You're swinging around like to the west.
Okay, so I can still have
Yeah,
my
yeah.
double thing.
There's a good there's a good
Oh, 89, 20, 22, 23.
23. Okay. So, not that high.
Can Hugo make something as well?
Yeah, if you want.
I mean, why not? Not that one. Perception. Oh, we rolled it.
17. So, almost at the same time, you spot what looks like 2 figures moving sort of slowly and carefully. And it seems like they have also similarly spotted you in the air, but not fast enough. Because you watch them and they move for about maybe sort of 5-10 seconds before they kind of press themselves into a small sort of thicket. out of sight.
I would like to land.
Okay. Yeah, you head down and you land.
Were they on horses or walking?
They were on foot.
Okay, I will call out and ask if they have recently gone through a portal.
Have you or anyone you know recently gone through a portal?
There's no response.
Okay, I'd like to go into the bushes
Okay.
and be like, hey! Heyo!
Okay.
What
make
up?
another
It's me,
perception check.
ya boy.
Oh, what?
Another perception check. Well, actually, no. This would be investigation, as you're like physically like searching through the bushes at this point.
Is that... Oh, that's intimidation, you dummy. Put your glasses back on. Which one is it? Oh, genuine.
It's the one underneath intimidation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, can you take... No. Do I get to add to my thing?
I don't believe you do.
For intelligence and wisdom.
Oh, intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, then yes.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. You're like looking through, you kind of searching through the bushes, but you don't see anything.
Can I make a not intimidation? How would you describe? Does intimidation have to be like roar?
Generally, yeah. I mean, it's being scary. You've got persuasion if you're trying to nice someone.
Well, I'm not trying to nice them, but I don't want to deceive them. But I am kind of deceiving them by suck at deception. But I'm being serious because I do want to. I want to say that I mean, we know where the rest of the council are, and if you don't come out, we'll just leave you in the desert to basically die.
Okay. That sounds more like persuasion.
Okay.
So roll a persuasion check.
Is that persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm wearing my glasses now, but still not fucking see. Fucking. Really? Are they not scared? Are they? Or I'll just kill you. Now can I do intimidation?
Yeah, you're going to threaten them.
Oh, I don't really want to threaten them. I'm threatening them
Therefore,
with leaving them in the fucking desert.
yeah.
I'll allow one more intimidation check
An intimidation?
if you're going to threaten them.
Well, yeah, to leave them in the desert, yeah.
Oh, you're not actually threatening to kill them.
Oh, intimidation!
What are you saying? Just give me the gist.
If you don't come out, you're going to get left in the desert and you will die. Because all of the people are going to come and kill you. Because they're bad and they want you dead. That is actually quite intimidating. I'd be intimidated. I'm scared of myself.
You're scared of yourself.
Yeah.
Colour me into it, which I think is a shade of pink.
It's just a different form of intimidation. It's mind intimidation.
Mind intimidation.
Yeah. Mind intimidation.
Okay.
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
list until then.
Oh, sorry.
This
Okay.
is a council. Would they also not have seen us fighting with them? So
Yeah.
Well, you've got to think about it from their point of view. They saw, got attacked by a group of people. A portal appeared and they, rushed through it. And then.
a portal appeared, and a guy said, "If you want to live, get through it."
And that guy is not here.
Oh yeah, valid point. Yeah, no, fair point. But I wasn't there.
Yes. But yeah, what you watch is what looks like, what essentially looks like,
Sorry.
there's this tree with some sort of quite large roots that are coming off it, and essentially sort of two of those roots kind of detach themselves, and you realize that they were magically camouflaged as this spell sort of falls away, and you see Scaldi and Bartolomeo.
Hello, the two people I definitely remember.
And they're the orcs.
Not the forgettable ones. Ah.
And you can see Bartolomeo is kind of standing behind, a little bit hunched. He's old. Scaldi's got a more aggressive stance. The tips of her fingers are beginning to sort of frost with some ice magic.
Oh, can I get my shark tooth out?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, orc buddy. Friend,
Oh.
not foe.
What a play.
Look at me. Bringing it all back full circle. Look at you. You didn't expect that.
And yet your arrogance makes me want to punish you rather than reward you.
No.
Yeah, so she kind of lowers the hand a little bit, and but you can see she's still you think she's still on edge and still ready should something happen. But she's a little more.
Oh, that was off the brain as well. I didn't even look at my sheet. I'm so proud of myself.
How are they talking? They're kind of
generic
yeah. Generic foreign, yeah.
Sort of.
Aren't they
Yeah.
they're a bit? Oh no, they're not French.
Yeah, European.
Yeah, I'm just trying to call back to it in my head.
Spanish? No. Greek.
Danish.
They're Arwen, is this you again? Are you? Forgive us, we're just not sure who to trust.
Oh, it's all good. I am a friend of Genevieve, besties. She's coming to my sleepover, no big deal. But yeah, I'm finding everyone so we can all go back and get you safe. Didn't want to scare you. It kind of did, but now I know it's you. I don't want to scare you. This is Hugo. Don't mind him. He is very sweet.
Well, everything was chaos. We did not know. After we disappeared and the portal closed, we just all we didn't know what to do, so we all ran away.
Did you all split up?
Yes, we all split up.
Have you never watched Scuba Stubus? Don't split up and look for clues. Stay
Scuba Stubas. That exists now.
Hell yeah, it does. It's a great play.
It's a great collection of plays, but the problem is it's the same thing every play. A monster comes, it turns out to be someone in disguise.
It's have you ever seen any of the others then? We heard some sort of explosion.
Yeah. I think they got away, but we're not sure where to. But it's over 1,000 feet from here, so if we all gather up, we'll go back to Yelion, see where they are, if they're there.
I would not trust Yelion.
Oh, we won't trust Yelion. Great, we'll take a leaf out of wherever you think we should go.
Rosenzen!
Oh, we're going home. It's a bit of a...
I'm just saying we're good. Oh, no. I mean, I'm not there. But,
But I mean, we'll meet up before we go anywhere, so it's all good.
yeah.
And we'll share our findings. Oh no, we've split up and looked for clues. Oh.
Yes, but we're capable.
Yeah. Bartholomew kind of pipes up and he's like, well, after it is easier to see with the benefit of hindsight, but after it was odd that Lady can't remember her name. Lady Glace arrived with this proposal. Is well then it, but I suppose the message had to come. We all just assumed the message had to come from somewhere, and when the meeting was agreed to, it was then decided that the utmost secrecy should have been held for this.
Luckily, someone doesn't believe in secrets. And we came to save you. You're welcome. I'm not naming names. You'll never know who it was.
We are very grateful for that.
Hell yeah.
We will need to find somewhere safe. For
Yes.
us all. We will have to go into hiding, I suppose.
Maybe. Who knows? Well, we know a lot of people. We're gonna have to start using our house as an Airbnb.
Your house is not big enough for that. It's already stretched pretty full with the.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
Hey,
on,
you know,
lads.
we know a guy who can conjure a house at will that can
Oh,
house
Jesus.
as many people as we want. Just saying.
Is there a magical lock on our door that means he can't come in?
I mean, it's all the Regis have set up protections.
Hell yeah. She doesn't know who he is. Has she met him? She hasn't met him.
I don't think they've met him. No.
He's never coming in.
So, well, you have found 2 of your missing 7 councillors.
Well, that's good.
What would you like to do?
Well, keep going.
Keep going?
They can get on Hugo and we can just walk or whatever. If he's old and stuff.
Yeah. So you're going to have to give him a bit of a hand up onto Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
Scaldy seems alright. She's kind of like you remember before she had like this quite nice, elegant looking outfit on, whereas now it seems to have changed. You don't know whether it's magical or whether it's the magic that she's got, but she's like it's almost like if you're not looking at her, she's kinda hard to see.
Cool.
She just kind of very naturally like blends into the surroundings with this sort of like druidic magic that she's got.
Ooh. A fellow druid.
A fellow Drew of the id variety.
Mm-hmm.
Not of the bad variety.
Okay, well, you continue searching, and eventually you meet, sort of roughly once you've both gotten full circle,
Nice.
and you meet back around. Chip is still sat with, like Celeste and Celtigar. She's like bandaging him up because he took quite a beating. Still, like he's like taken like his armor off and his like sat there like bare chested, and she's like putting like heavy strapping around his ribs. You can already see that there's like a dark greenish splotch.
There were 3 blobs still on the battle thing. I could have given him healing for those.
It's less about like hit points and more about just
The internal bleeding,
the
the loss of blood
just
coming out.
the like the effort that has gone into this fight.
Ah,
Um, but yeah, Chip is sat there. He looks up as you all enter and kind of like stands up. Um, they all sort of like kind of rush to each other, and there seems to be some sort of like fond reunion.
well, they were mostly on the good side, so
But yeah, Celeste back in human form kind of looks at you and says, "Well, that's 2. Were you able to find anyone else? We heard the explosion and we kind of feared the worst."
I think they've gone somewhere,
Okay.
but I don't know where.
Okay.
So where would you go if you could teleport right now? Where would you go? Each of them say a place, or mime a place.
I don't know. Wherever I thought was safe. Where would you go?
Can Hugo? Can Chip talk to Hugo in his mind?
Yes.
Oh, that's how we talk to Chip.
Okay.
That's so cute. I love this. Well, where do you people feel safe? Like, I'm guessing because um Scaldy said that Themyscira, no, yeah,
Yelly on.
Yelion, thank you, isn't safe.
It comes. It's kind of calculating. It comes with a job. This, you out of your natural habitat, constantly under eyes, the lords and ladies trying to sway opinion and things like that in the council. The elves put a lot of pressure on the council, as anyone does. But yes, yeah.
Ooh,
So that's kind of trying to say, well, yes. I mean, if you ask where we feel safest, I would many a time wish that we could just return home to be amongst our own people.
I have a question for the group.
Uh-huh.
Of all of the council people, because you obviously must know them all. Yes? You know each other?
Sorry, this is not a question for the party. This is a
No,
question.
no,
Right. Okay.
You all know each other. You've spent time.
Yeah, there's general sort of nodding. Yeah.
Yeah. Who in the group can do magic? So I don't think Genevieve can.
Well, that was kind of part of the politics of it all, kind of keeping things under wraps. What little abilities people had, I tried to hide. I don't think. Well, this is Kelpgon talking. With sort of Celeste chiming in. It's like I don't think Balgin or Lucinda could do any magic. I myself am no practitioner of the arcane. He kind of just sort of pats his sword where it's like resting like beside him. This is my magic. Obviously, you've seen Celeste. The idea was generally she would keep herself hidden.
But of the ones that were taken, no, not of the ones that take the ones that aren't here, but not the ones that were taken, the ones that have randomly disappeared. Which of those would be able to do
So that's
a spell to teleport? Or
so you're looking for Genevieve?
Genevieve. Alsgargarat.
Azagrat.
That one. Rosemary. Waywocket. And Ashika.
Tieflings were always hard to read. Azagrat was good with his hands and his words. I don't think he had any magic. Ashika, I wouldn't be surprised if she had some. She was a little too eloquent than is natural, it seemed. Although that could just be her God-given charms. He kind of gestures towards his chest.
Oh.
That curried favour with some of the others. Waywocket, I know, had a little bit of skills. Tinkering was always infused with a little something. How extensive it was, I don't know. I'm not sure if she had anything powerful enough to cause that explosion.
Tinkering.
But she could have had tricks up her sleeve. Scowling kind of step forwards. Bartolomeo does not have any magic, but I myself have a little bit of druidcraft. Mainly sort of ice and natural magics.
I think it was Waywocket.
Either Waywocket or the tiefling lady, because, fire and stuff.
But where would she go? Her tieflings are currently under, like the desert is under attack.
Well, realistically, they could be anywhere, because if they teleported, they could have,
Yeah.
In D&D terms, rolled really low, and therefore they could be, anywhere in the world right now. So I think we need to focus on
Where
trying
do
to get them.
gnomes live?
Yeah.
Gnomes live in the mountains.
Where the dwarves are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Idea.
I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
But generally speaking.
Idea. We go to the dwarf city where whatever her name is that helped us, and the king of the dwarves.
Yeah.
And because we know we'll be safe there. From there, if Waywocket did do the explodey thing, they would be nearer there because that's where they live. Possibly. We can always go and find a magic person to send a spell to do the sendy spell.
Yeah.
There, but we know it's safe there.
Agreed.
So if we go there as a starting point.
Agreed. Head to the Dwarven place. Yeah, send these people to the Dwarven place, so at least we've got what councillors we have here safe and sound.
Yeah.
From there, we'll work out
See what happens.
The others.
Shall I do a lovely plant teleport?
If you could. Otherwise, it's a long ass walk.
Plant
I don't
teleport,
know.
please.
Counters for that.
Okie dokie.
Because there's that tree in the mountain. Yeah? Yeah. I put my face on.
Sorry, I've just been trying to double check some of my lore stuff because the world is big now. You're heading to Garnhamheim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, you cast travel via plants. Head through to one of the trees nearby. and within a little while you can make your way to the sort of exterior of the city.
I thought there was a tree in the middle of the mountain, like in the square. Ah,
There's no tree in the city, so you have to kind of teleport. You have to tree stride or transvert. If you're going to use trees, you have to appear outside the city
that's fine.
and make your way to one of the gates. Because this is what happened before when you left the city via this method. You had to make your way through one of the underground tunnels outside the mountain to one of these sort of like gates, basically, that exist kind of in the side of the mountain.
I'm going to gift them a tree.
Going to gift them a tree.
Yeah.
Might be a bit tricky underground.
No, just get one of those little heat lamps that you get for lizards.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a thing trying to, you don't quite get like the perfect trees. You've got a little bit of a walk to this gate.
I mean, it's quicker than walking.
Yeah, I mean, it's quicker than walking all the way. But yeah, there's dwarves on the gate. You are led in, and you have a bit again another walk for a while through through the mountains to make your way to the city itself. But eventually, you make your way to the city proper, where it sits kind of in the heart of this mountain, this sort of like hollowed out volcanic chamber. You can see the sky above, and you can see all the buildings where they are built into this circular chamber as it spirals higher and higher.
There you go, you can see the sky. You can have a tree right in the middle.
That is not how light works, my friend.
Yeah, as it comes down.
From a mountain? Like, it is like a kind of like perpetual, like, twilight darkness down here. So it's constantly lit by magical lights and things like that.
Okay.
Doesn't get direct sunlight.
Oh.
We also live in a world where like magic exists and creatures breathe fire. So I think a tree. Obviously, there's not one right now, but I think growing a tree here one day is
Lovely.
It's certainly possible, but you can't just go, here, tree.
Well, I will be saying here tree.
Yes, dear. That tree's gonna die. If you just go here, tree, without any sort of additional magical help.
You just.
here tree. Here tree.
Aww. Cute.
You give them an ent.
A what?
An ent. A tree ent. A tree person.
Ah.
Yes. So you make your way into the city. Word got sent ahead of your arrival in the city from the gate. The dwarves have these like signaling lamps that they use to send messages sort of long distance in their tunnels. So when you're about halfway, a large group of armed dwarves comes towards you, and escorts you into the city proper.
Nice.
You're
Dudes.
escorted
No.
into the main like throne room where the king is sat. The guards fan out behind you. They all take their places. Guards are surrounding. There's like a line of dwarven guards in front of the king. This is the most militaristic display you've ever seen from King Fargrim. And he sits almost like it is an elaborately ornate set of dwarven armor, but it is both functional as well as aesthetic as he sits on the throne. You can see Cathra and stood beside him, as well as several other people sort of fanned out either side of the throne. There is a heavy kind of silence in the room, and as the stone door shut, this echoing boom echoes throughout the chamber, and there's just a heavy silence in the room, a sense of tension in the air. As the king looks over all of you, says, before we go any further, we must establish who here is trustworthy. We gave you aid, but before we allow you the freedom to move about our city and our lands, we must establish that none of you is a turncoat. And he kind of gestures to a space in front of you. If you will all step forwards into this ring, and there is kind of like one of the people beside kind of like clicks their fingers, and
Is it a circle of truth?
a circle appears on the floor, with like a soft sort of like bluish light all around. There's a little bit of hesitancy at first, kind of like Chip and Scaldy looking at you guys for.
Can I jump into it?
Yeah, like they're like looking at you all kind of like nervously. They've probably never met this king before.
Do I start telling the truth?
Well, it's a saving throw, but you can choose to fail it.
No, I choose to fail it. Do I start telling the truth?
I don't have to start speaking.
I really love bacon, but I don't like consciously think about the pigs, which does make me feel really upset. So I don't think about them. So I just think of it as bacon. It's a totally different concept.
Okay. Out of you guys, is anyone trying to resist this spell?
I'm just sort of like, do we seriously have to fucking do this?
Yes,
we
seriously have to do this so that he doesn't think that we're bad and that he doesn't behead us. Please stop, because I don't want to be beheaded. I like my head.
Literally just saw us murk a bunch of fucking people, including killing Balsam.
But he also doesn't want to die.
Klari will step into the circle and she starts crying, admitting that she stole a piece of cake when she was 6.
Oh my god. That's so okay. You might go to prison, but it's okay.
We've literally... You've literally killed people since then.
I'll put you out of prison.
But...
Yeah, they were bad people. The cake was innocent.
No cake is innocent. Think of all those.
Fine. Seeing the other two stick just in a big huff steps in.
Thank you. I appreciate your
candor.
I appreciate your exasperation of the situation.
Ask me another question.
We must be diligent.
I don't know what diligent means. I never learned to read.
Taking their prompt from you, the rest of the councillors do step in behind you. Says, okay. And he kind of turns and looks to one of the people behind, who just kind of nods their head, indicating that no one has either successfully resisted or tried to resist this saving throw. Now I will ask you all a question. Did any of you have any idea that this ambush was going to take place?
Yes, because it was kind of obvious it was going to happen.
Yeah, Stix says exactly the same thing. Yes, we predicted this was going to happen from the moment we were invited.
I suppose we didn't know.
But we didn't know
we just
it
had
was
a
going to
strong
happen.
suspicion.
But
Yeah,
it's
when you all say
it's
yes,
very
there is like a
easy
flurry of
to put two
activity
and
from
two
like
together.
around the room. Guards like level weapons, and there's like a load of tension. Like the other councillors all kind of like step away from you a second, and be like, and the king like holds up his hands like, "Let me be clear. You guessed, or
Yes.
you knew?
Oh, we guessed.
We
We
guessed.
guessed good.
We guessed,
You had no
but
prior
we
knowledge
made a
of
very
this plan."
No.
no.
Otherwise, I would have killed them
Fair
a
enough.
lot quicker.
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have let this happen.
He kind of like slowly lower his hand, and everyone, or all the dozens and dozens of dwarf and soldiers around the room, kind of relax a little bit. The councillors all speak up, and they all affirm the same, that they had no prior knowledge of the ambush. Do any of you still owe any form of allegiance to the invader Balsam, to Lady Glace, to Lord Leocas? Any of those involved in this deception?
Let me take a big long think about this now. Stix? How about you?
I'm trying to think what Stix would say a second.
Well, I mean, these are designed to be like yes or no questions. Like, do you hold any allegiance to any of those individuals?
Balsam currently has the. How would you explain it? Like,
Klari was like,
has the
we
mind.
hold no allegiance to Balsam. However, he stole our friend's body.
And his mind is still within Balsam. So we would quite like that back. But if we have to kill Balsam to get that, that is perfectly okay with me. The rest of them, no.
Murder.
Okay. And what about?
In my eyes, they're already dead.
Okay. And like anyone else, like the Elven Lord, the Elven Lady, do you owe any allegiances to them?
Oh, the woman?
Yeah.
No, I've literally just met her. And
No.
the man is not my type.
Lord Leocas. Is by blood my father, but by blood and nothing more.
He hates him.
There is like some tension in the room when you say this, Stix. I need to be real clear, son. Do you owe any allegiance to your father? Are you allied with him in this?
No. I will gladly go out and take his head right now if you want me to.
How exciting.
Again, the other councillors say the same, and the room kind of. The mage kind of like clicks his fingers again, and the circle disappears, and you're all free to speak as you wish.
Oh, fun.
King Fargrim stands up from his throne. He's like, oh, I'm sorry we had to do that, but for the safety of my people in these dangerous times, we must be vigilant with who we let in and out. Now it seems like the war has really approached our doorstep. But
I have a question.
ladies and gentlemen of the council, we will shelter you here for as long as you would like. We are sorry, but we will have to keep certain tabs on individuals' comings and goings. We will do our best to hide your locations if you wish it from others. You are all, we believe, in grave danger of attempted kidnap or assassination, based on what we have witnessed.
Please don't let these people be assassinated. I have a technical question.
For me, the DM? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
So, our little rings that let us communicate, would they be affected by the truth?
What, between you and Klari? Yes, because you have to speak. It's a communication. You're sending a message to that person, so you can't lie at that point.
Perfect. During it, I say, "You're my best friend." But joint with Hugo, but like you're my best friend.
Oh. Claire, at this point, she's just started getting over the crying about the cake, and everyone else, they can't hear this, and just all of a sudden, she's like, "You're my best friend too."
But she says that completely out of the ring, out of the
Yeah, just
It's a very awkward moment in the middle. It's
The team's like, thanks.
Oh, it's just taking all of her might not to tell the tiefling that she's hot.
Tiefling
not there.
She's not here. Okay,
No.
that's fine. No problem.
Oh, before we leave the place, could the guards let either us or the king or someone know if they see the other councillors that are not here?
Yeah. So after this sort of very public display, a lot of the guards are dismissed. A few like Chip and Bartolomeo in particular are they're eager to go away and rest. Scaldy's a little bit on edge. You see as they sort of start to leave, she kind of hovers, but then she kind of goes out with them as well. You kind of get the sense from the little bit of time that she's very much looks after Bartolomeo and kind of just make sure he's all right. You're not quite sure what their relationship is, whether they could be some sort of family, they could just be friends,
Chosen family.
Yeah, it could just be found family. But yeah, so she departs as well. Celtigar is obviously in a bad way. He's kind of not led away, but he kind of goes off as well with what look like a few sort of clerics or medics and things like that to get properly patched up and stuff. Make sure there's no internal bleeding and stuff like that.
Yeah, all the blood should be outside.
All the blood should be outside.
I don't want the bleeding to be internal.
I don't think you want the bleeding to be happening at all.
Oh.
No, but to be fair, she makes a good point.
Yeah,
If you are to bleed, you probably want to be bleeding out, not in.
Exactly.
And try and stop it if it's out.
Better out than in, that's what I always say.
You really don't want to be bleeding out. Anyway, the number of people in the room scales down. There's that awkwardness when a lot of people are sort of leaving a room and you're just kind of hanging on, just waiting for them all to go. Catherine kind of shoots you all a little bit of an awkward smile from kind of behind the throne. Eventually, the number of people whittle down, and you are invited closer to the throne to have a more in-depth discussion, where the king asks for updates, more details, and you can have a discussion about a plan going forwards. Well, we weren't able to see exactly, but we've got how many of you are there? There's 5 of you? 6 of you? God, how many councillors did you save?
5 councillors.
You got 5 councillors at the moment. So we've got 5 councillors here at the moment. Who else? Was everyone else taken?
No, there's 5 left. To Genevieve, Asga, blah blah blah.
Azagrat.
Rosemary,
Let's go, blah.
Wicket, and Ashika all need to be. What are you doing? Oh no! Oh, there's a G in it.
It's Azagrat.
Oh,
That's in a sec.
One,
Okay. And then
5
so
of them were taken.
who was taken?
Well, 4 of them were taken. 1 left voluntarily. Lucas was taken. Elphias, Genevieve, not Genevieve.
It's Genevieve.
Same thing. And Lucinda and Dummo Cass.
Who?
Dummy Cass. Leo Cass.
Right. Stick to Sutter.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Okay. The first steps we need to.
Do you have a sending spell?
Yes, we have ways of communicating with some of the
Please,
other.
could you contact Genevieve? I trust her with Stix's life.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome.
Okay. Well,
with life.
it's like Catherine steps forward. Like I'm not familiar with her personally. I don't believe we have spoken, but I've seen her. Can you?
Do you have any sending scrolls you could give us? Or do you know of a magic shop in town we could purchase from?
Genevieve must have given me something before.
Yes. Yes. Of course. The king kind of like signals. There's like a couple of like servants and things, sort of standing sort of like discreetly off to the side. He kind of gestures, and one of them rushes over. He's like, "Yes, my liege." So, you know, and he kind of gives them instructions. Go into town. Kind of like gives them like names like one of the magical shops in town. Tells them, by order of the king, see if they've got any scrolls. Kind of blah blah blah. Sends them off. We will procure one from the city. Do not worry.
Thank you. That would be helpful. Then, we can do it and we can sort of, get in touch with them and whatever, rather than trying to explain to you who this person is. I mean, we could also try to tell you who this person is.
Sending, yeah, you can reply. You can send a 25-word message. And
we should do one to Lucas as well. Because we somewhat trust him-ish. Genevieve trusts him. So that we kind of work out where they are. As well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, then we need to bring word of this. I imagine some of the others will have had their own methods of spying on things. We need to reach out and establish who is trustworthy.
Me. I am. I'll stand in the circle again and say it.
That will be necessary.
I jump where the circle was.
What do you propose? You were there in person. What do you know this balsam better than anyone?
Ugh.
Based on what you've said.
What do you mean?
What do you think their next move is going to be?
Oh,
Keep on with their attack and also hunt down the rest of the councillors. Kavran now doesn't have its leaders. It's screwed. And also a big proportion of, a somewhat proportion of Kavran has already given up. Lord Leocas and Lady Glace, they've already given up their forces to Balsam, I imagine. So we are pretty heavily on the back foot.
That's a good point. We need to. With no council, if they managed to take the whole council, they would have had unilateral control. As it is, fractured like this, we will need to convene those we can. Catherine, can you organize the tracking down and the potential rescue of those? Who was it? Genevieve, and it kind of lists off Genevieve, Wayrocket,
I'm arrested.
Ashika, Azagrat, who are Rosemary, who are still out there. They need to be kind of found and, if they can, rescued or brought in. I need to send messages to the other kings and queens, and try and arrange some sort of meeting.
Oh God, not another one.
In secret with those we trust.
Well,
Indeed.
Where we can establish a plan. Kavran will fracture, I'm sure. After this, with no council, everyone will go back to looking out for themselves. The chances of a united front have all but fallen away.
Well, then we've lost, haven't we?
People will panic.
I mean,
if we can't get everyone on a united front, then what the fuck are we doing?
if we kill Balsam, then it's over, right?
I mean, yeah. If us three go up and kill Balsam, but between us and Balsam is a massive army. And obviously, we can stealth in there and we can do all of our cool shit as much as we can, but ultimately, if all of Kavran just sort of separates, I mean, what the fuck's the point in calling it Kavran then? What's the point of the council? Just going to separate and dissipate. The only thing that personally I think, and obviously this is Stix being a not a political person.
He's about to appoint himself king.
The only thing that I think that we can really do is, and the only way we can face him is to unite whatever's left.
I agree. This is why I think we need to have whoever's left meet, and we need to work out a plan.
Yes.
Send a message to the king.
Grab the council people.
The remaining councillors, anyone else we can find. Send a message to Queen Riedel, King Corwin, Empress Eliza. We need to track down whoever we can, arrange a meeting soon, and decide a plan of action. If we can unify people before they fracture, our chances, we have a chance. As you say, there is an army standing between, and if we can draw that army out, if we can potentially try and give it something that it wants, lure Balsam onto the battlefield, we could potentially create enough of a distraction that you and whoever else we can muster can put an end to this.
I mean, realistically, as long as you get all of these people together before the masses find out that some of the council have been taken away, there's not really a problem, like a mass people problem. Because, I mean, do you know where your local councillor is at this very minute in time? No. No one cares.
You are talking to a king. Does he know where? Does he know where his local
I
governance
mean,
is?
you.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Oh, me
You
personally.
know where your personal local councillor is at this
Yeah,
very.
he's in fucking London, not doing his job, living in one of his 4 houses or something.
You don't see, but he might have been taken by the dragons.
Oh, I'd love it if he was taken by a dragon.
But you wouldn't know that right now because no one
Yeah,
cares.
you live in Surrey, so he's actually probably on his 3rd holiday of the year.
3rd? I'm not like 6th.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be generous. We're only in March.
Exactly, 2 holidays a month. Come on.
Well, actually, the previous guy was actually ousted at the last election, so I don't actually know who the new guy is, but or girl. But yeah, the old one, the old and useless and ineffectual one, has been voted out. Democracy wins.
Anyway.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay. So, what is your plan?
Give us a scroll.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and
Give
get
it a
that,
scroll. Scroll.
that forge and get the thing so that we can finish this. And finish him.
Yeah, someone roll me a d4.
D4.
Oh, no. Laptop's very far away now. And I think it's probably turned up. Oh, no,
It's
not turned up.
rolling
Yeah.
very slowly.
So after a little while you're having these discussions and kind of like, and plans are being figured out, you one of these servants come back with 4 scrolls.
4?
Yes.
How'd you work that one out?
D4 plus 1.
Oh, how exciting.
So you'd get at least 2 if you rolled a 1.
Well, I suggest 1 to Genevieve, 1 to the... Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take one.
Okay. I mean, we can always just put the other 2 to the side for later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can always, yeah.
But I think those 2 are the...
Okay. What messages do you send?
Where the fuck you at?
Arwen
Yeah.
casts, where the fuck you at?
Yeah.
Arwen casts, you up?
That's to Matilda. Oh, right.
Yeah. So who's gonna do it?
I don't mind.
What is it? Wait, it's sending. Does it have to be Klari? She's
Yes.
the only one. Okay.
Exciting.
Okay.
Anyone
So you
can cast
can-
from a scroll.
You can only cast
And-
a scroll if it's on your spell list.
Ew.
It's Clary's the only one with withered spells.
Yeah.
And 3rd level wizard spells. So you don't even have to roll anymore. Look at that. Right. So what should we say? We should say, "Ha!" Oh god, we need the
How many words?
count.
25.
Thought what?
25. Hi, Genevieve. We're alive. Where are you? We are in Garnenheim. If you can... No.
If you can get here,
Yeah.
you will be protected.
You can get here. We will protect you. Otherwise, we come get you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly those 25 words.
Okay. You. Let me just double check something on sending real fast.
If you're about to tell me that I'm not a fucking plane of existence.
You can show it with a
Bro,
message
just
familiar creature. Here's the message in your mind. Recognize you,
Ooh.
send it. It knows you. Can ask it.
I'm just not want to let anyone.
It uses your voice, I think.
Spell enables creatures' intelligence score is 1 to understand the meaning. The spell enables creatures with an intelligence score of 1, of at least 1, to understand the meaning of your message. Oh, that's interesting. That means technically you could cast sending on an animal and it would understand, and you could be like, I mean you no harm, and it would understand that message.
That's quite cool. Or like if we met like, you know, early in our adventures, if we met like a particularly friendly bear,
Yeah.
we could be, hey bro, want to come help?
You can send a message with any distance.
It's very cool.
It's target on different plane of existence. Okay. Cool. It doesn't change anything about that. Okay. So you send that message, and there is no response.
Why?
Because I'm
on
not telling you.
delivered, or has it been read?
Pardon?
Has it been left undelivered, or has it been read?
It does.
That's a good point. Does the
say-
spell simply fail? Or do we just not get a response?
You do
Because
not
we would know if
get
the
a
spell failed.
response.
Okay.
So she is alive.
Yes.
Was she dead? Have you killed her?
No, because then the spell would fail. You can't send a sending spell to dead people.
Okay, should we
So-
try the Lucas one?
Yes.
Okay. What are you sending to Lord Lucas?
Exactly the same thing. No, because we don't know him as well.
Wasn't he captured?
No, he wasn't captured. Hi.
Lord Lucas was captured.
Lucas was captured.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want to know where he is.
Okay. Lord Lucas. How do we put we're friends of?
He knows who you are.
Yeah, because I've caught them before, and he's been like, "Oh no," I've been like, "Hey, I know your secret."
Oh, this Lucas. Okay.
Yeah.
So in which case we say, "Hey, Lucas, where are you? We're in
Don't say where
Don't
we
say
are.
where we are.
Good.
a place."
It's alright, you can plan this out beforehand.
We're in a because you're the one sending the spell.
Lucas.
So Lord Lucas, where are you? Need response? No, that's stupid. Where are you?
Are they?
Oh, who is with you?
Mm-hmm. Who is holding you?
With you. Who is holding you? We're on 12.
Are they trying to get any information from you?
Are they trying to get any info from you? We're on 22. Kind regards, Guardians. Not Guardian. The other ones.
Fellowship of Aegis.
Fellowship of Aegis. Kind regards.
Okay, so you're asking him where
Boa.
he is,
Hmm.
who's with him,
Who's holding them?
who's holding them,
Are they trying to get information?
are they trying to get information out of them?
In that order of importance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The response is like quiet, although he's trying to whisper it. But it is clear enough in your mind, Klari. So why is my mouse not working? It's like we're back at camp. So he says we're back at camp, moving soon. I think Lucinda, Genevieve, Alpheus are with me. Not being questioned yet, just held for now. Going somewhere soon.
Okay. Okay. Do we swoop in and get them after a long rest?
I think after a long rest, they're going to be far gone.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like think about it. That's 8 hours. They can get
That's
very far, particularly if one of them has arcane gate, maybe even better spells.
Yeah.
They can, potentially get very far in 8 hours.
Should we contact him after our 8 hours and ask him where he is?
Yeah.
And if they're in like a separate holding area, try and get the lay of the land. See if we can just sneak them out.
Yeah, potentially. Yes. Also, I kind of want to try. Like, what would happen if we contacted Genevieve again after like a day?
Yeah.
You know, would
We've
she?
got 2 scrolls, so
Yeah. Yeah, would she? Yeah, would she somehow be somewhere else? Maybe. Because I'm trying to think of reasons why she wouldn't reply. When you do sending and when you reply to sending, do you literally have to speak the words or do you just mentally send them?
I think you have to say the words. Double check of sending. You send a short message. The creature hears the message in its mind. Can answer you in a like manner. It's not clear. The spell message.
wait, go back onto it. Sir?
The spell message, the message cantrip, I know says you have to speak out loud. It's unclear with sending whether or not you have to speak out loud.
Hmm. Okay. In
The spell has a verbal component.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at when.
yeah,
You've got to say something which could just be the up to 25 words of the spell.
but would that be us saying something? Or would that be, and therefore would the other people have to say something? Because I have an idea that we could say to Genevieve, like, if you are okay, say turnips. If you're in a bad way, say tomatoes. You know?
Mm.
Because maybe she's been captured and she can't speak right now.
Mm.
That's the only reason I can think that she wouldn't reply. That she's received it, but she won't reply, is because she's not able to speak the reply. Or she's on like some other plane of existence.
It works on another plane of existence.
There's a chance it doesn't.
Oh.
Oh yes, but there's a chance. There's a 5% chance the spell fails. So
But
we
we
would know the spell would fail, and the spell didn't fail. She received it, but we didn't. We just didn't get a reply. Or maybe she just hates us now
The wording
and
is,
doesn't want to speak to us.
if the target is on another plane of existence, there is a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
So not necessarily the spell fails, but the spell doesn't arrive, and we
That
would
is the exact wording of the spell.
plain shit. Someone clearly fireball something near there. Maybe just to get away or something. I don't know. I'm starting to regret this. Starting to wish I just fucking teleported everybody out of there. Would have been so much easier. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, do we want to send that message now or later? I'm thinking maybe later, because if right now she can't talk or say anything, maybe just randomly saying something like turnips wouldn't be good. Or although, because like, yeah,
it's not going to help us either way because we still don't know where they are.
Yeah, that was my. Then I was going to say maybe we could use the second one then to say, okay, try and narrow it down, or something like if you've been captured. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I've got it. I've got it. So we pose several questions, and they can be different things. So, like we could say, if captured, say turnips. If safe, say if captured, say turnips. If unsafe, say tomatoes. If able to get to Garnenheim, say wind. If you want us to get you, say apples. That is exactly 25 words.
Okay.
Something like that. Obviously, that's just an idea. Something like that, so that she's saying random things that don't mean anything. She can respond to that, and therefore we can try and narrow down, because obviously if she's captured, and then from that we can maybe pose other questions with other random words. But maybe we do that after an 8 hours rest, because obviously it's useless us getting that information now than having a rest, and things might have changed.
Okay. So the plan is to rest.
If everyone else with that. Yeah.
Okay. So we will take a long rest. Safe in Garnenheim, protected by the dwarves. That's it? You'll take a long rest? the morning comes. Although it's hard to tell in these places, but the morning does come. You are given food, your clothes are repaired, all those sorts of things after a battle that need doing. Well done.
Yay. And we level up.
No, not yet. So,
Okay.
you're going to try and send a message to Genevieve?
Yes.
And give her a bunch of code words to say to tell you whether or not she is safe or captured.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the things you're trying to determine? If she's safe, if she's captured?
If she is safe, if she's captured, if she's able to get to Garnenheim, if she would like us to come get her.
Okay. Okay, and you're sending that to Genevieve? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
In that
Klari, you
25-word
make
thing,
the third
and it
scroll,
turnips.
cast the spell from it. It crumbles into ash in your hands as you release the spell out there into the ether, and there is no reply.
This is awful.
Son
Okay.
of a fuck.
Do we need to send it to Azigrat instead?
Maybe? I mean, we could try, but that would be our last sending scroll.
Then we can't contact.
And then we can't contact anyone, and they're basically lost forever. Maybe not forever, but certainly for a long time.
I mean, can I go and see if there's any more sending scrolls in the shops?
Yes.
Just while they're, I don't know. While they were doing the thing with the Genevieve one, I'll go and see if there are any.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check, I guess. See if you can find any that this servant did not. It takes you a good portion of the morning. You kind of ask after a few magic shops, you're kind of directed to them. They're the closest ones to the main castle, and it's no, they were bought up yesterday. No, one of the king's aides came yesterday and took them. So you kind of have to, spend a bit of time kind of asking some people. Roll a d6 for me. You managed to find one.
One?
One, yes.
Okay. That's better than nothing.
Yeah. I'm wondering if maybe they've got some kind of non-detection thing on. Do they have? Did Genevieve ever have a necklace of non-detection or some bullshit where
No,
she
been able to talk to her in
stay
the past.
hidden? Yeah. Oh yeah, because Piper found her. Oh, scrying. Can you scry as a druid?
The fuck is scrying?
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot
What
scrying.
is scrying?
When the thing with the orb we used to find Hugo way back when, remember?
It's a druid spell. I think it's a druid spell. Yeah, it's a druid spell. It allows you to look in on people who are
Fifth level.
fifth level. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could probably take away reincarnate.
You also need a focus worth 1,000 gold.
What the fuck is a focus?
So you need a crystal ball, a mirror, or a font filled with holy water.
I mean, the king's probably got a load of that stuff.
Yeah, surely if we tell him, oh yeah, we'll give it you back, we're literally doing this in your living room, surrounded by guards. We just need to find. We're trying to find out where the fucking thing is.
Yes, Lady Catherine does indeed have a crystal ball for scrying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so the target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target and the sort of physical connection you have to it.
I know that very well.
If a target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the spell voluntarily. So, knowledge save modifiers. Second hand, you have heard of the target. First hand, you have met the target. Familiar, you know the target well.
I know her favorite color is cream.
With familiar.
Yes,
we know
are
her very well.
So that's
Do you have anything of hers?
Connection save modifier. Likeness or picture, possession or garment, body part, lock of hair, bit of nail, or the
I
like.
think I've got something she gave me. I must have something. She's 100%.
Yeah, I'm certain she gave us something way back.
Hmm.
But I confess I have no idea what it was. No, I can't think of anything that. Yeah, she's given us personally.
Okay. Well, without anything physical of her, then she has a -5 to this saving throw. So wisdom save. What's your spell
I
save?
haven't washed since she held me in her hands. Does her sweat in my pores count?
No. Because you can't quantify that.
Well,
Wait, no! We have the letter she gave us
yes.
that said, "Don't do as Arwen doesn't always
That was
be."
a sending spell.
Oh shit! Never mind. Thought that was a letter.
She
No.
definitely knows. She sent us a letter though at some point.
Does anyone have that letter?
Probably. I keep everything. I have a scrapbook.
Do you have it in your inventory?
Yep, a scrapbook.
Have you written it down?
Scrapbook. Yep.
Show me on your character sheet where it says scrapbook.
Okay. Remember, I'm dyslexic, so some words may look different because I spell them differently.
Right.
JJ, there's something behind you. The big spider behind you. You need to run, JJ. Run.
I'm not
There's a
bothered by
fire.
spiders.
There's a fire.
The spider on fire.
There's a spider on fire.
Well, that's not a problem. It'll die soon.
Look at that.
And set fire to everything else.
Beautiful.
There's big boobs, JJ, behind you. Big
I
boobs.
can't be tempted by those. There are only one pair of boobs I desire.
There's a whole stack of D&D books in the hallway. Quick! They're free! They're free!
They'll still be there later.
No, they won't. They have legs.
They have legs.
They have legs. They're running away. Catch them.
Oh my god.
Well, on that delightful note.
I laughed, I hiccuped, and I burped at the same time.
This
Oh
little
my
orphan
God.
diary I have converted into a scrapbook.
Cool, you can relabel that now. When we show you
I
both
feel
of
like my
Arwen having a
fucking
scrapbook.
chest is
Hmm?
turned up inside out.
What about my scrapbook?
You can have a scrapbook from now on.
I do have a scrapbook.
Wait, I'm sure. Okay, one of us has something. Maybe you have it.
Scrapbook. There we go. See, look. See? It says scrapbook on it.
Hold the phone here now.
What's your spell safe DC, Arwen?
What's my spell save DC?
Mm-hmm.
Where do I find that? Lol.
Yes.
18.
Okay. You got -5 to this.
-5. What do I have to roll?
Nothing for your rolls. It's a saving throw.
Oh. She has -5.
Yes.
Why does she have
I'll be fine.
-5?
Because you are familiar with the target.
Oh, excellent. I don't really understand, but carry on.
Okay. Unless anyone else has anything to add?
Why does she have to save? Can't she just not save?
Only if you know you're casting the spell.
Oh. How upsetting. Oh, she has -5. So whatever she rolls minus is 5.
Yes.
Can I
No,
not? Can
I
I
can't.
not
Oh, right.
-5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because I have my scrapbook?
It's a possessional garment of hers.
Yeah, I possess her letter that I have inserted into my scrapbook.
When you stare into this crystal ball,
Excellent. I love crystal balls.
that is constantly swirling with a sort of mist and fog. For the rest of you, the mist and fog just continues to swirl. But for you, Arwen, it becomes like a picture, and your vision is pulled inside the orb. And you find yourself now almost as a floating set of eyeballs surveying the picture below you. You see Genevieve lying on a bed of crisp white linen. Her eyes are closed, but her face is flushed and there is sweat on her brow. A woman leans over with a cloth and just
Rosemary?
pats, not Rosemary. It's hard to tell who it is. Anything else other than the target is slightly fuzzy. But you can tell this woman has blonde hair and is kind of sat on a chair beside the bed after she places the kind of towel in a little dish of water beside and then takes up one of Genevieve's still hands. You hear the sound of a door opening and footsteps as booted feet cross a wooden floor before hitting a plush carpet and falling quiet. There is murmuring, conversation, but it is quiet, indistinct. It is a hushed voice. You hear the words, "How is she?" "No change."
Oh, she's like incapacitated or unconscious or some shit.
Anything else?
This has gone for like 10 minutes.
I need something.
Yeah. What are we going to do? I don't know. We just have to look after her until she recovers. Or or doesn't. So, what can we do? Is there anything we can do? I don't know. The other two she arrived with, they seemed afraid. I don't know if it's safe for them.
Two. Well, no, there weren't two.
Yeah, well, we must be able to do something. She's our daughter, after all.
Oh! Okay. This narrows it
Fucking
down. Let's go.
boom.
Let's go.
Narrowed down.
We know where she lives. We know where you live.
Wait, no, we know where she lives. We don't know where her parents live.
Well, her parents have got to live around the corner or something.
Yeah, good
Who
point.
would know? Who would know? Everyone knows.
A
Someone
little
would
bit
know.
more conversation.
There's more conversation. Sorry, carry on.
There's a little bit more conversation, and the scene ends.
Oh, I know who would know. 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 Whatever. And oh my god, what's her name? What's her name?
Lord Lucas.
No, he's not going to be very helpful, is he?
Nobody'll tell us.
Oh my god, what's her name? It's here. I know it's here. You're just gonna have to give me a minute. Oh my god, oh my god. I know her name, I know her name, I know her name. I know her name. I know her name. See it, I would be.
Can you
Yeah.
describe her?
It's the girl that sent us the message.
The one that sent the message.
The thing, Genevieve's right hand gal.
Oh yes! Oh, her servant lady in the
Yeah.
house. Yes, we know her. We don't.
We know her. Good.
Yes.
I do have her name.
We
here
had a really
somewhere.
awkward conversation with her when we first arrived.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah was not the one who sent you the message.
No.
But Aaliyah is.
Who's the one that sent me the message?
The one that sent you the message is. Let me just find it. Was a mage called Xanathia.
Oh no, I want to talk to Aaliyah. I think. Is that the one who's like her, the one who knows about Lucas and is like her friend? And
Possibly.
do you not remember, or are you just being like, oh?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna go with Aaliyah.
Let me have a quick look
It was
at my
like
list.
really fun and cute, and it was like all besties, but also like you work.
Aaliyah is a housekeeper to Lady Genevieve.
Yeah. Maybe it's not her. Oh my god. There is. Oh, bloody hell.
I mean, there's
I feel
Arthur
like, yeah,
Costain.
Who?
Arthur Costain,
The bloody hell's that?
her personal guard. The
Oh,
one who
him.
accompanied her when she went to Rosenzen
Oh, we love him.
after you died.
But no, that didn't happen. He's cool. Arthur what?
Costain.
I'm just writing it down in case. He's a good one.
Yeah, I remember him. He's a good egg.
He'll know. He knows all her intimate secrets. Okay. I think we go. Where does she live? She lives in Rosenzen. No, she doesn't. She lives in. No, yeah, she does. Does she? Help. Where does she live?
You don't know.
I do know. We do know. We've been to her house.
In Yelion.
Shit. Oh shit, a brick. Can we talk to him? Can we
Well, maybe she was in Yelion. Maybe she didn't sort of realize and went back to Yelion, and then. No, but she's smart.
I think her parents would live Rosen's anyway.
I mean, maybe.
Because they're humans. Or they live.
Oh
dead
yes,
at
she was
40
a half elf, wasn't she?
Is she?
No, she's
No,
human.
She's a human.
Oh, then why is her parents humans?
She's what?
Because she's human.
She's human.
What are you talking about?
Her
Genevieve
parents
is
are just the humans.
This entire campaign, I have thought Genevieve was an elf. Or a half
No.
elf.
She's
That is
a
why-
human.
That is why she is the human representative on the council.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
why that didn't. I don't know why that didn't click in my head. I think I thought she was like at least half elf,
No.
It's
and I
possibly
just
because
thought
there's
of
Genevieve and Genevine.
No, I think he just thought.
yeah. I think I'm just
I'm trying
dumb.
to give him an out rather
No.
than just admitting he was stupid.
No. Sometimes you gotta call a spade a spade.
Okay, so with that information, yes, maybe Rosen's anyway, and maybe someone in. I mean, Rosenzen is a human city. Maybe someone in Rosenzen would know anyway. Like, assuming she's come from a somewhat well-off family, or
Okay,
people
what
would.
if we sending scroll to Arthur Costain and ask him where her parents live?
Good plan.
It's not the last one.
Yes, this is the last one, so there's
No,
quite
it's
a lot.
not.
No, we never used the first one because we scried. Never mind. We got
Oh,
two
yeah.
left. We got
There's two left.
two left. We got two left. All right. Yes, let's do that.
Cool.
We said,
You got
Sir,
three left. No, you got two left. Sorry.
I didn't want to. I
Yes.
knew I had two left, but I didn't want to say anything.
wait,
Yeah.
I
no.
didn't want to cheat.
No, how many sending scrolls did we get the night before? We got
We got
four,
four.
right? Not
Four. Arwen found one is 5. You sent 2 that failed to Genevieve and 1 to
Oh,
Lucas.
yes. Arwen found
So yeah,
one.
you've
I
got 2
thought I
left.
found more. Okay, yes. Two left.
I just said nothing.
That's mean. Everything.
I didn't.
Okay,
I wasn't dishonest.
so we sending scroll to Sir Arthur Costain and we say, Arthur, we need to know where. Well, Arthur, we are friends of Genevieve. We need to know where her parents live. It is for her safety.
Mm-hmm.
We swear on our lives.
That makes it sound suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because
Yeah,
I mean,
everything's up in the air
he's
right
not
now.
us, is it?
Yeah, he's met us. He's
We
met
don't
us.
need
He
the
knows.
last bit.
Sir Arthur,
So
we need to know where Genevieve's parents live. It's for her safety. Love you.
Yeah. Send.
Send.
I click send.
You click send. Would you like to send this message?
Yes, 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 yes.
This message has no subject. Are you sure you want to send it anyway?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. You send the message. And
Good stuff.
you get the reply. Hello. I
Hi.
remember you. Friends of Genevieve's. Her parents live in Blackmire near the capital of Winstead.
Okay.
Is everything all right? I'm nearly back in Gelion.
Should we tell him not to go to Yelion?
That's our last sending scroll, though.
Shit. Shit.
Okay, this is gonna sound really mean, but Stix is still woken up in a bad mood. Is he useful?
I
Well,
don't want him
Yeli,
to die. He's not
well,
gonna die
I
or
mean,
anything.
okay, let's face it. He's not like a super important guy, so I don't think he's gonna die.
It's not making more.
I think he is. I think JJ hates us.
I love you
Like-
all very much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have you put down the scissors.
Sure. Useless.
So you think I'm useless?
Ruthless.
Oh, ruthless.
Useless.
Okay. I don't know. I don't mind if we use this lot. Tell him not to go, but I'm also trying to decide how useful he is, because if he's not very useful, Balsam won't want to kill him if he gets to Yelion. And we don't need to save him.
Okay, how far will this...
Not far enough.
What if we get to Winstad? Can I get...
I mean, it's 25, 50, 100.
Well,
It's like 150 miles from
50
Winstead.
miles per 24 hours?
are we planning on going straight to Genevieve,
I mean,
or to go and save Lord Lucas and the others? Because if we're going straight to Genevieve, then there's no point in using the scroll to talk to Lord Lucas. Because by the time we get a chance to go, they're definitely going to be moved.
yeah.
So we could go to Genevieve, and then while we're there, try and find a sending scroll in the other city.
Yeah.
Which means we
That's
might
the plan.
use this now to tell this guy not to.
Yes.
But obviously,
Yeah.
if we want to go after Lord Lucas, then we'd need to use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no point holding it.
Because, okay, here's also my thinking. If they wanted to kill them, they would have killed them already.
That's
If they
true.
If they wanted to
No.
kill the councillors,
My
they
concern,
would have killed them
though, is that
already.
he said they were going to be moving soon. Chances are they're taking them straight to Balsam. And once
Okay.
they're there, of us being able to
Question.
much.
In this world, how quick is the post?
How quick is the post?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine by foot
No, it's by horse.
or by horse.
No, there's got to be some magical post.
There's no magical post.
Or like a dragon takes it from one side of
There is a guild
Express
of
post.
Griffin Rider couriers.
How long does that? Can it get there?
They travel about twice as fast as a horse does because they can travel kind of as the crow flies. So a horse will cover about 30 miles a day off the top of my head. So they can cover an average of about 60 because they're swift and they can avoid, they don't have to go round stuff. But, couriers will still plan their routes by going to town to city to town to city, so they've got places to rest and stuff where possible.
Why do we need post?
Well, I was wondering if we can send them like some post to them instead of using the scroll.
I mean, post.
But that's gonna take too long.
Yeah.
some.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to take off the top of my head, but
It's too long.
you're looking at that time
Oh.
in weeks.
Okay.
I mean, if you
Well,
there
okay.
are ways for powerful people to communicate more quickly than post, but it does generally rely on wizards knowing wizards and stuff like that.
I think we need to figure out what our next thing is. Are we gathering anyone we've got left? Or are we going after people? Because we know that Genevieve is in her home. And we can go sort her out like instantly. That's
Mhm.
fine. But then if we're doing some kind of meeting, that is going to take, a hot second. And we got to find, where the tiefling people are and whatever, right? So if they're still with them, because they did say that everyone kind of split up. So 100% sure. So yeah, we need to decide whether we want to do this meeting or whether we want to go save a bunch of councillors.
Okay, my vote is get the councillors, but do it stealthy. So we try not to do a fight. And then get them back to Gargenheim for the meeting. We don't have to be there for the meeting. We can go and.
I would like to be there for the meeting because it's been proven that these guys don't have a fucking clue what they're doing, and I think without us there, they're
Yeah,
going
true.
to just sort of, as King Garn said, separate and just sort of fall into them all doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we can just try and remind them that unless they actually come together and do something together and for once make a fucking decision, nothing's gonna fucking happen.
I think that the councillors that have been captured will be less than pleased if there isn't a representative from their specific faction not there
Yes.
to voice things, as Genevieve's incapacitated and Lucas is captured.
Yes.
And who else is there?
Because I have a sort of idea of how, we can maybe get people out of a place very quickly without having to, obviously we need to go in the first place, but so if we could get all of them within 10 feet, I could get them back here immediately.
Yeah.
And that is all of them plus us, because there was 5 of them plus the 3 of us.
No, we're only getting 4 of them.
Only getting 4 of them. Oh yeah, so 4 of them plus the 3 of us, that's 7. Plus me, it's me and up to 8 willing creatures. So I could teleport, I could cast teleport, and I could just take something from here, like, a fucking stone or some item, and then we don't have to do the whole rolling thing. I just immediately teleport.
Yeah.
There's that.
I
So
think
we
try and do
go.
that.
Okay, you think we try and do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Boom.
the plan for next
Okay.
time, you guys are going to go and try and rescue the captured councillors.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think they are?
Don't kill Genevieve.
Okay. Cool. And then after that, you're going to go where? Just so I know what to prep.
And then after that, we're
obviously
gonna
depending on
attend this.
conversations and things like that. But
Yeah, we're gonna attend this meeting with all of them, and then I think we finally get back to forging this sword.
okay, cool.
I personally think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that gives me some direction for preparation.
Indeed.
I hope you all enjoyed the various mysteries and conundrums that are presented in front of you.
Indeed.
And I will see you all next week.
Yeah.